Hello, everyone. My name is Calcinez, and welcome to Cal's Company for Solidworks. And right now, we're going to learn how to use the other functions and the tools right now today. So the basic ones we'll start with is just a square. So right now, I open up my Solidworks. It's already ready to go. I'm going to go click over here to New, and we have this part and all this documents that we can actually begin. But right now, let's begin with Part. Click on that one. Double click it. And once that is already open, I'm going to go to my sketch right here on this tab underneath it. And then from there, we're going to go to sketch, which is right here on this corner. Click on that one. And then after that, it'll get to your edit sketch. And also we're going to choose which planes we're going to choose right now. So today we're just going to learn how to use a square. And it doesn't matter which one of the planes you choose. It depends like how your blueprint is going to tell you. So that's going to be until later on. So I'm going to use the front plane right now. And then from there, we're going to go over here to the next tools. We're going to use the line only. That's it. So we're going to use the line. And we're going to go to this orbit right here. And we're going to click on that orbit right there. Once it turns orange. Now that you move to your right, it doesn't matter which way you want to do it. And we're going to go up. Go to your left again. Then from there, you'll see a secondary hand that's already activated for you. And there's another second hand too as well. So you have one that's on the horizontal. And you have one in the vertical. And once that's already locked in, click right there around that region. Don't worry, it'll automatically lock in right away. And I want to cancel it right here at the point right here. So I'm going to, once it turns orange, you'll see it'll be orange. Just double click it. And that's how you click your cancel command. And you notice that there's a little small tick right there. So I'm just going to undo it. That way it'll just remove that one. That's it. So now I'm going to use my smart dimension. And you notice these green icons that turned on. It means that some of the icons will be telling you what's the features going to include it. So for example, just right here with the T or intersection, it means that it is perfectly perpendicular at 180 degree. So in the software, you can't really tell, but on there, it'll say this is going to be 90 degrees and it's going to be perfectly 90 and 90 from both sides. And this will make a perfect 180 degree or a perfect flat horizontal line. This one too as well, this second icon, it'll has the horizontal icon. So I mean, these two are parallel together, and they're in the horizontal line. This one too as well is perfectly upward on a vertical line. So that one is all straight upward. So we're gonna add in our dimensions right here. We're gonna type in 2, enter, 2 on this side, and we're good to go. This one we don't have to change it because again, this one is already coordinated for the bottom one right here. So it's already 2 inches. Once we're done with that, click on the check mark. We're going to choose our line again to finish the last one right here. Okay, there we go. Check it. And there we go. Once we're done with that, check again. We're going to go over here to exit sketch. Click on that one icon. Go down here onto this menu. We're going to go into features and we're going to go click on extruded, boss and base. So it'll automatically lock in itself right away. But if it doesn't lock in or if there's nothing else going on, all you just go over here onto the side menu on the left, click on sketch 1. It's already on the tree. Now then we can go to extrude base and it'll automatically select that one too as well. So just in case if it has an error saying that it cannot select or select a sketch, you just exit out, click that one on the side menu on your sketches, and then click on extrude and you're good to go. Okay, and we choose about 2 inches or 2.5. Oops, I forgot what was again. I think it looks no 2 inches. I believe it's 2 inches. So there we go. That looks perfectly symmetric. So I'm gonna go double check it, double sketch. Yep, there you go. Okay, and I'll show you that one next right now. So okay, there we go. Now we have our cube, and that's it. So now I'm gonna show you a little more about the tools area. So on the tools, you have these right here on your left side of the icon. So you have the front plane, which shows you the front, top plane, right planes, and the origin. These ones will be explained later on in the future videos for a different area. But right now, this is what it looks like from your planes of like which one selection that you can choose. Then from here, these ones will originate from this guy right here, from this menu on the top. So it'll say view orientation. We click on that one, and these ones coordinates everything else from these ones right here. But don't click anything else just yet. But on there, you just hover on top and it'll open up what it looks like from the view. So you have top view, you have the front, right view, left view, back, and the bottom. And now that you have these type of views right here, we are on the trimetric. We can choose the isometric. We can actually choose dimetric, a little more slightly angled, so that we can actually see like a little more detail. And trimetric, same thing, a little more details, but a little more slanted. Then from here, the next one, display style. So right now we're on the first one with the black lines. You can see with the edges, but this one without the shaded ones or without the lines, you guys just see like the geometry of what it looks like without the lines from the reality. Then we have the one with no high depth, but with the lines onto it. You guys see it like a little more three-dimensional, but in a 2D drawing. Next one's gonna be with the hidden lines. It'll activate this one to see like what's behind the design with hidden lines, so that way it knows that it's behind it and how far is it at from the angles. And lastly, one with just a simple line itself with a 2D dimensional, but it can be used toward this design area. Okay, and that's all I can show you. This one right here is the section view. So this will actually basically cut through a part, and you have to select which one of them. So you have this drawing section A right here. You have a planar, which is right here, this planar. Reference plane, that's one thing we have to use that one for references, which means that it's right here. So we can choose either the front, our top, and our right or left planes right here. Now that from here you can actually add in your numbers to see how far you want to get into it. You have the degrees from both different directions, and you can actually edit the colors from there. You actually get like a perfect view of the design, or do the same coordinates or do the same process again over here. So you have to going forward and backwards just to see how it looks like from the sides. Then you have one from the X direction or the Z. Just rotate it. You can actually see what the angle looks like on the sides. Then you have another one too over here on that Y direction right here too as well. So you actually get like a different angle from different directions. So it can be used in this functions, but for future drawings and other projects that you're doing, you can use this to actually make your assembly drawings better, to see like how you go make your working area can, or your what your viewer wants to see from the inside. Like you want to like look inside the middle ones, or if you want to look at the different angles, how it looks like from the shell or any type of part that what looks like. You have to use this function to actually look at it from a different way. Okay, that's all I have from there. And then, okay, I think that's it. Now let's go make another one again. We're gonna create new. Whenever you're doing like a new one, you don't have to actually close it down. You just have to like do new, and it'll stay open right away. Until then, once you exit, then you can save it. Then you close it down. That's it. But if you want to stay open like that, leave it open so that way another function can, or another, or you can actually do another work again to actually save your present drawing right now, and that you can actually look at ahead of time as a history or as a log. So I'm gonna do my new sketch. I'm gonna go to the front plane. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm gonna choose a design here. I don't want to like skip ahead to actually do like the circles right away. Looks like it gave me no choice. Also the angles too. Or maybe I can. Let's see. Okay, all right then. So I'm gonna try the new sketch. So on my part, I'm looking at right in this on this blueprint. I want to try is make a front view. So hopefully this is on the front. And then what we're gonna do is have our lines first. I'm gonna click over here to start the front view. Click that over here. Just doesn't matter what type of length you want to try. It's undefined yet until you actually add in your dimensions right away. So I got these two coordinates right away. I'm gonna double check my design or my part. Okay, got that. And okay, there we go. So from the smart dimension down here, it's gonna be about 2.75. My unit is gonna be in inches, so right now I'm good to go. And this one's gonna be about 1.5. Enter. There we go. So now we got our first areas to work with. So now on your blueprints, it depends on which one you want to work with easier. There's multiple ways you can design your part or to approach your part. Most of the time, they call it the up and down, bottom to down, or center to outside. What it means that if you want to start your drawings from the outside, that you can actually see it easily. That's another way. You can do the opposite direction, like going reverse. That's another way too as well, because again, it depends. Like if you can't really see the numbers from the inside, then you can actually work from the inside outward. So that's another way you can do another method, or that method, same thing again. That'll be the centered outward. So you just go inside and work your way outward. So there's like a different ways you actually approach it, because it depends like how you see it on your design and how you view it right away. So right now I'm just starting mine on a different measurement. So let's get beginner now. Okay, now I see now. Okay. So just a little more different obscure area. So I'm trying to approach it somehow. Actually, it shouldn't be that difficult. Let's see. Okay, from here on this side, it's going to be 1 inch from there. There we go. These are dimension. 1 inch. There we go. Length from here is going to be about roughly, okay, 1 inch and 3/4. 1.75. Enter right away. Nothing from here. We're just going to finish upward because again, we don't know. Well, actually, we do know our height. It's going to be about 0.5. And we're just going to finish it up right away right here. Nothing from the next drawing is going to be a little more. Okay, we're going to go in the middle right here. I'm going to just bring it down from this distance. And my dimensions from here is going to be about, let's see. We're going to choose this line right here and choose this line. So that way it'll coordinates that one, the dimension right away inside. So that one's going to be about 0.5. Enter. So now then. So on the dimensions, once you're working onto this one right here, you have 2 ways, or actually be multiple ways you have to try it. There's one for the simple line itself, which I can just click out here and it'll do the dimensions itself. Like for example, smart dimension, click this one and that's it. You just click the line, that's it. Don't focus on the center or on the edges. It does not matter because it'll just select that point right here. For example, you'll select this point right here. It's not going to do anything else. If you select the center point, it's not going to do anything else too as well. You just select the ones that you need to select, which is the lines, circles, or the arc. Doesn't matter which one you want to select because of the sketch tool is going to be selected only. That's it. Don't focus on these ones because it doesn't matter. Again, like I said, it will not do nothing because it's not even doing anything else because you select the wrong one. So you just select the line or any other the shape. That way it'll just highlight right away. It'll just highlight orange right away. But if you see the point, if it's highlight that yellow or orange, anything like that, it's gonna be, you know what to do next. So all right then. After that, let me select this right here. So from here, from the inside, if you want to check that one out, it's gonna be this line and this line. That's it. Then you just drag it out here. It doesn't matter which way you want to put it into it. Make sure you zoom outward. It doesn't matter. You don't have to like be precise to actually look into like go over here, try to make it precise. No, you can actually put it anywhere else as long if you limit your spacing around you. So this is enough for you to actually like see it from your eyes, and that way, and adjustable too as well for other dimensions right away. So right now it's 0.5. We're good. We're good to go right there. I'm gonna escape that down too as well. Then from here, I'm gonna select a new tool, which is called a trim entity. This trim will be select some of the items that you don't want, so it'll just cut it off or delete that one. So from here on your mouse or keyboard, you go hold down your left and just hold it down. That's it. Just hold it down. Click it once. Oh, no, not click once. Sorry about that. Just hold it down your left click and just drag it around until you see that gray line that will create. And what you can do is just drag it onto these lines that you don't want, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Once you're done with it, click check, and you're good to go. Okay, next one is going to be, let's see here. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, we're going to exit sketch because we'll add in the other features later on. So I'm going to go to features. I'm going to go to extrude. And after that, we're going to type in our thickness. So the thickness of it is going to be about, let's see. Okay, so it's going to be about 1.5. Enter. And there we go. Now we got our first coordinate. Now we're gonna add in our other functions right away because there's two of them that we're gonna delete off. So I'm gonna select either this wall or select this guy. So I'm gonna select this wall right here, sketch, and it's gonna be a new sketch again. Then you click on the work plane. Then we're gonna select our line right here, and that's gonna give us about, let's see here, 0.75. So I'm gonna click over here at this corner, or we can actually choose the rectangle, and it's gonna be this first icon. It's gonna be called corner rectangle. We have another one that's called center rectangle. Right now we're gonna have this right here, which is the corner rectangle. I just hover all over the icon and it'll bring up the text, so that way you'll know where's it at and you'll know which is to select. So I'm gonna select over here in this corner, drag it down here till it turns orange. Just drag it anywhere else as far as you can for this distance. Use a smart dimension. Click on this line right here on the horizontal. Bring it upward, and our measurement for that one's gonna be about, oh, this is interesting. So it's like roughly about half of, let's see, 0.25 and a half of it will be, boy, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see, 0.25, that's the distance, but there's like a little section right here about, or you got to do is like 0.25 plus 0.125. Yeah, there we go. Enter. There we go. That looks better. So it's like 0.38 is the one we're looking for, and that's it. Once we're done with it, check, exit, go into features, and I'm gonna do is another features. It's called extrude cut. So previously it was this function right here that you use because we want to build up your model upward from the first beginning. That from later on, the second sketch that you do, it'll bring up these guys right here, these icons. If you want to cut it, if you want to do more of the additional part, or if you want to do other functions too as well from here, we'll discuss that later on in the future. Okay, now we got that one. I'm going to do extrude cut, and that's going to be about, let's see here, 0.75. Enter, check it. There we go. Now we got this section right here. Now we're going to do another sketch again. I'm going to select this wall right here, sketch it, and it's going to be a new sketch. So from here, I want to make an L shape right here, but in your mind, make sure you keep in mind that you have to select the area or the planes that you want to work with. It can't be over here because you're not gonna get the right dimension for that reason. So for example, if I was to select right here and I want to make that L shape, your design is gonna be on top of right here. It's not gonna be over here. So for example, I'm gonna show you right now along the way. But again, so it has to be on your planes you have to select. That's it. If you don't select it right, you're just gonna be lost, and you have to like redo the whole, or you have to repeat the same steps over and over again. So, okay, so I'm back to my side view right here, and I'm just gonna draw it out from here, from this line. So that's the easiest part. So I'm gonna click on that point right there, select on this corner, bring down here, bring this to this corner, and that we're just gonna make about roughly around, let's see, I'm gonna look at my blueprints. Okay, so it's gonna be about 0.5. I'm gonna bring up here 0.5 right here, and then finish it right there. Okay, so right now it's inside this plane, so that's good. I'm gonna select my smart dimension. It's gonna be 0.5. Enter. So that's already set to go. And over here in this side too as well, it's gonna be 0.5. Enter. We don't have to worry about this inside because it's already been done right here. So it's already been measured out for you. So you have to worry about going inside in here and do the dimensions. No, as long as you get these ones right here, that's easier for your parts. It'll make things way much better because again, we did the lines, we did the outside. That's the easy part. Then we go from the inside, then go from there. So hopefully that makes sense. But again, it depends on what's your part and what you're working on right away. So that way you'll understand how it's going to work, how it's going to make it more easier. And after that, it'll be more time consuming. No, not time consuming. It'll be time managed. So that way you'll finish it right away in a fast pace. Okay. Once we're done with that, exit, go to features, extrude cut this time. So right now we want to go the opposite direction, and from here I know I added my dimension or the measurements. I'm gonna go over here to through all, so that way it'll go from here all the way on, onto this flush base right here. So you guys can see it's already flushed out at the end of it. Once you're done with it, check it. And there we go. Now we got our part ready to go, and that's it. This is all I can do for today. Okay, now then, so you kind of get the idea how this works on each of your parts to see how you get design it. It's a build up from your foundation. So from the tree, you start off from the seed right here, and then you begin to sprout outward right away. So I'm going to open up these icons. You have these roots that is going up right here. So you have the mother, son, mother, son, mother, son. The reason why I said that, because on SolidWorks, that's the definition terms being used, or as a parent, child, parent, child, parent, child. It's a way to actually build it up from the roots, including itself as a tree. You have the seed right here. You have the roots, sprout, roots, sprout, roots, and sprout. So it builds up along the way, and from there you can actually edit out your functions right away. So for example, if I want to make this one a little bit smaller, I'm gonna go over here to the boss extrude, right click that one. Over here you have these two right here. So you have edit sketch and edit feature. So I'm gonna go edit feature right here. Instead of 1.5, maybe I want to make it a little more bigger, like I want to make it 2 inches. You guys see it's already changed. Click check. There you go. It won't affect my part most of the time. Well, maybe it does, but again, it will affect some of the other design right away. It depends like how well you understand what you're doing right away on your part, and also depends on the part too as well. If it has GDNT, which is general dimension and tolerances, it'll give out that specific reason. So for example, if I was going to do this cut right here, so I'm going to right click on that sketch, edit sketch, and it'll give me that view right here. So I want to change this one about maybe 0.65, change that. This one I want to cut this off about 0.75, enter, check it, exit, and you'll see your design actually change right away too as well. Maybe I want to change this guy too as well. Maybe like I want to try edit the extrusion. Whoops, wrong one. Edit the extrude or the feature. I want to make about not 0.75, maybe I want to make about 1.5, enter, make it a little more downward. There you go. So you can just modify your design too as well, including this part right here too as well. Go back into this one, edit sketch. So you can actually, so you kind of get the understanding like how you want to adjust your part. So I'm going to discard this one. I'm already done right now. So you kind of get the idea of like you have to go back and forth to actually go into this right here. Make sure you build up your foundation first, build up your parts components right away, and from there, if you want to do some modification later on in the future, you can actually go back into this tree and edit out each of those sections right away. So you get the idea of how you want to do this. And also another heads up is that you get the idea that you have to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Why they go back and forth, like go, the first one's gonna be sketch 1, you're done with it, go back to features, then you do your extruder. Go back again, go to sketch, you make sketch 2, then you do your design, go back and exit, go to features, then you do your part, go back again, sketch. You get the idea now. So it depends, like this one can be limited all the way through. It depends like what type of what's your part can do, or what's your part has many different designs. So you have to like look at your blueprint, see how it works from there, and then it'll build up right away. So this is what looks like an example, and this is how you do it on your working area on your environment. So it depends like what your part is, what it looks like, and how are you going to approach it too as well. There's also too as well that you can approach it differently on your design. So if you want to do like different sketches, so for example, if you want to like I would say do your measurement differently. If you want to have it like dimensions, that's another way too as well. If you want to have it like a different I think I'll show you another example later on in the future in the videos, so that way you'll understand how you approach this one. And I think the features too as well. The features the same thing too as well. How you approach it differently onto it. But again, I will show you an example on the future videos later on in the future. So, okay, and that's it. Now that I'm gonna save this guy right here. I'm just gonna save it as, since this is my okay, maybe this I'll call this one, because right now I'm using a different old book. It's no longer available if you're trying to look for this book, because again, it's no longer available. They don't make this anymore because this is my only book I got from 2000. No, 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 not 2015. It was 2000. I graduated 2011, so about 2013. So I got this book from 2013, and it's very, very old. Okay, so third view, and after that, I'm gonna type in number one. So that's the first one we actually did it right away. So that's it. Save that, and there we go. I'm gonna save this for future reference because again, there's another step I'm gonna show you, but that's until be another video next time. Okay, and that's that. That's all you learn right now for this today. We learned how to use these sketch and features now, so you got the idea how to approach it. It depends on your parts right away. So next one is the using other functions for your parts that can be useful right away. So it's just understanding how you use the tools. And if you want to like come back again to see this again, repeat it. It is free on YouTube right away. Okay, that's all I have for today. um, I'll see you next time in the next videos for more the tools and features right now, or sketch and features right away, and that way we'll continue on with the how you build up your learning skills. Okay, that's all I have today. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.